Have a look at these two photos. One is edited manually and the other is edited entirely by AI. Can you tell which is which? But before we dive in, check out my affiliate link in the description. And if you use my special code at checkout, you'll get an amazing discount off any Retouch4Me plugin. And just recently, I received an email from Olga from a company called Retouch4Me, who provide powerful editing plugins for Photoshop, Lightroom, and other editing programs. And they asked me to review their products and give my honest opinion, so that's what I'm doing today. So here's a photograph that I'm working on. As you can see, the lighting is quite harsh, which highlights the skin texture, especially at the light and shadow transition areas. So let's see how Retouch4Me can handle this. The plugin that I'll be reviewing today is called Retouch4Me Heal. It's a skin retouching tool that works inside Lightroom, Photoshop, and Capture One. Unlike many other retouching plugins, Retouch4Me Heal preserves natural skin texture while automatically removing any blemishes, which makes it a fantastic option for any professional photo editing. If you haven't installed Retouch4Me Heal, I'll provide a link down in the description that runs you through a step-by-step guide on how exactly to install it. Right, now let's get into using it. Okay, so as you can see, I have Lightroom already opened up here. And with the image here, if we right-click, then click on Edit In, and then come over here and go to Retouch4Me Heal. And since this plugin is powered by neural network, it already automatically retouches the image. However, it also needs to have some fine-tuning adjusted to it. Now let's play around in there and see what we can get. So as you can see, the image has gone red as I've taken the sensitivity all the way down to 0. So this would have been the original image with any blemishes or any imperfections. And as I'm bringing the sensitivity slider up, you can see all these specks, and these are targeting all the blemishes and getting rid of them. So if I bring the sensitivity all the way up to 100 and click off, if I can zoom in, it should have smoothed the skin out a little bit more and got rid of any little blemishes. But we can manually, if there is any blemishes that I can see, I can manually get rid of them. Okay, so now I'm going to show you a quick before and after so you can see what it's automatically done to the image. This is what is already done to the image. And if I click here where it says hold to view original photo, I'll zoom in here and you can see what it's done. So this is the original image, and you can see here she's got some slight little blemishes here and there. So if I hold this, let's see what it's done. Okay, so now you can see there was these few little specks just here, and if I click off this, he's got rid of them. So there, it's removed them. There, removed, there, removed, there, removed. So that's what it's automatically done to the image. Okay, let's move on to the eraser tool. The eraser tool allows you to bring back specific areas in the image. For example, if you want to bring back a mole, you can simply erase the retouching on that specific spot. So let's try it now. Not that this girl has a mole, but if there's anything on there that I've retouched that I wanted to bring back, let's head over to the eraser tool just here and bring down the sensitivity again a little bit, and say we want to bring a bit more texture back around her nose area. So say we didn't want this part as smooth, we wanted a bit more texture in there. So let's just brush there to bring it back. And you can use the brush tool if you've made any mistakes. So say I went up too high here. And then go back. Go back to the pan and zoom tool. Okay, so with the eraser tool, it allows you to restore the original look of specific areas. So if, for example, whatever photo you're working on, if that person has a freckle or a mole that you didn't want the sensitivity slider to remove, or get rid of any blemishes and smooth out the skin, you can click on the eraser tool and select that specific area. So once you've brushed over that specific area, it'll bring back the mole or the freckle, and then you can keep the rest of the skin smooth, but that specific area will bring back to the original image where she had a freckle or a mole. So let's talk about sensitivity slider in more detail. So the sensitivity slider lets you adjust how much of the skin is retouched. So depending, like, let me just get it back here again. Here where the sensitivity is at 100, you could bring it down to, say, 50-ish. And then let's look at what it's done. It doesn't touch up like everything, just like little tiny little bits. So you can just have it slightly retouched. But if you want to go crazy and you want to get rid of all the blemishes, then you bring the sensitivity slider all the way up to 100. And then here again, you can see it's got rid of the majority of the blemishes. And what's really impressive about Retouch4Me Heal is it doesn't blur the skin, so it makes the image look a bit unrealistic and not real, like other retouching tools can do. It retains the natural texture of the skin while removing any imperfections. Okay, so now let's move on to the brush tool. So this is quite a simple tool. It's just if you're using the eraser tool and you've done something that you didn't want to change, or you used the sensitivity tool and you didn't like quite how it turned out and you wanted to remove a bit of that, all you do is you'll go here, click on the brush tool. So say where we added that freckle back or we made a mistake. If we go into the brush tool, we can just go like that and then get rid of the mistake. You wanted the freckle, now you don't want it anymore, so you can just erase that. So let's go back here, and now the freckle is erased. Okay, so if you accidentally erase something, the brush tool lets you reapply that retouching effect. Plus, you can use the right mouse button quickly to switch between the erase and the brush functions. So now let's move on to mask mode. It allows you to create and separate the retouching layer in Lightroom. This means no unnecessary pixels, just the areas that were changed. I have to say, I'm really impressed with Retouch4Me Heal. It's a game changer for photographers who want fast, high quality skin retouching without the hassle of manual editing. But I have to say, with Lightroom, I still like to use Photoshop, and I like to use the patch tool where you can manually get rid of any blemishes, so it's a little bit more precise. And whether you're an event photographer, a portrait photographer, or a retoucher, this plugin will save time and improve your workflow. Now, if you want to try it for yourself, go to the Retouch4Me website and use my affiliate link down in the description. And you can enter my special code to get an exclusive discount. And don't forget to subscribe, and let me know down in the comments below, what do you think of Retouch4Me Heal? Do you like it or do you not like it? Let me know down below. And if you want some more photography content, click this video here and I'll see you over there.